Eyebrows are far more than a cosmetic feature or a grooming trend. In the science of facial profiling, they act as visual indicators of how a person processes information, makes decisions, and expresses authority. The shape, thickness, position, and movement of the brows can offer incredibly detailed insights into how someone approaches leadership, handles uncertainty, and exercises control. In today's episode, we will decode the silent yet striking language of eyebrows and what they reveal about executive function and workplace behavior. When most people think of facial expressions, they imagine smiles or frowns. But eyebrow movement is often the first and fastest emotional signal. Even before a person speaks, their brows might lift in surprise, draw together in concentration, or lower in skepticism. These subtle changes, when analyzed through the Focus AI facial profiling system, give us a real-time map of a person's cognitive style, stress response, and emotional regulation. Let's explore how. Let's start with eyebrow shape. Arched eyebrows, those that rise high and form a defined curve, are commonly seen in individuals who are analytical, observant, and prefer to process things carefully before acting. These people usually don't make impulsive decisions. They are more likely to double-check details, ask clarifying questions, and consider outcomes from multiple angles. In leadership, this translates to cautious, deliberate decision-making. While they may take longer to commit, their choices are usually well thought out and data-backed. In a business setting, they are the ones who can be trusted to spot risks others overlook. On the other hand, flat or straight eyebrows are often found on people who prefer clarity, logic, and direct communication. They tend to make decisions based on facts rather than emotions. These individuals value efficiency over perfection and can move swiftly from assessment to action. They are often natural strategists and systems thinkers. Their leadership style is pragmatic, and they are less likely to second-guess themselves once a decision is made. Focus AI detects this trait by analyzing the angle and resting position of the brows across different emotional states. Now let's talk about thick versus thin eyebrows. People with thicker eyebrows often exhibit greater mental stamina and assertiveness. They tend to have a strong internal compass and prefer to lead rather than follow. In meetings or negotiations, they often hold their ground confidently. Their presence commands attention even without speaking. In contrast, those with thinner or sparse brows are often more reflective and may be more attuned to others' emotions. They are likely to avoid conflict, prefer harmony, and often act as mediators. This doesn't mean they lack strength. It means their power lies in diplomacy and relational intelligence. Eyebrow spacing is another fascinating indicator. A wide space between the brows suggests openness, adaptability, and a preference for big-picture thinking. These individuals enjoy exploring new ideas and are comfortable with ambiguity. They are often innovators, capable of thinking outside traditional systems. In contrast, closely set eyebrows indicate a high level of focus and determination. These people are task-oriented and thrive under structure. They might struggle with multitasking, but excel when given a clear objective. Leaders with close-set brows often build high-performance systems and expect the same level of intensity from their teams. Eyebrow tension tells us about emotional containment. A person who frequently furrows their brows or holds them tightly together may be dealing with internal stress, frustration, or overthinking. This is often seen in high-responsibility roles where the pressure to perform is constant. Chronic tension in the brow region can indicate decision fatigue, emotional exhaustion, or unresolved anxiety. Focus AA captures these microsignals and flags them as potential stress markers. Early detection allows leaders to step back, re-strategize, and prevent burnout before it becomes visible in performance metrics. Let's also explore the symbolic aspects. In many cultures, strong eyebrows are associated with strength, identity, and self-assurance. This isn't just myth, it's grounded in perception psychology. Studies show that individuals with prominent eyebrows are often perceived as more competent and trustworthy. This affects hiring decisions, promotions, and even team dynamics. By using facial profiling, organizations can move beyond biased assumptions and truly understand the traits behind the face. Let's talk about dynamic expressions. The way a person uses their eyebrows while speaking is a window into their engagement level. Frequent lifting of the brows during conversation indicates curiosity, emotional openness, or a desire to connect. Minimal movement, on the other hand, can suggest emotional restraint, disinterest, or hyperfocus. Focus AI tracks the variations and creates behavioral profiles that reflect not just who someone is, but how they show up in different contexts. This is particularly valuable in leadership training, coaching, and recruitment. Another important observation is asymmetry. If one eyebrow lifts higher than the other consistently, it may point to cognitive imbalance. The person could be more emotionally reactive on one side or display split decision styles, rational in one domain, impulsive in another. This asymmetry often correlates with inconsistent behavior under pressure. Leaders with this trait may excel in creativity, but struggle with delegation. Or they may be brilliant in crises, but emotionally unavailable in routine interactions. These are nuanced insights that can help personalize development plans for executive growth. In the context of conflict resolution, eyebrow signals are crucial. During tension-filled conversations, individuals with tightly pulled together brows may be silently signaling resistance or discomfort. Recognizing this can help a team leader pivot their approach, ask better questions, or de-escalate a potential misunderstanding. Focus AI, when used in team analysis, can track these signals across multiple team members during meetings. This helps uncover unspoken dynamics, allowing for better mediation and emotional alignment. Eyebrows also play a role in assertiveness. In interviews, candidates who maintain strong brow contact, brows slightly lifted, and symmetrical tend to be more confident and composed. Those who consistently lower their brows or shift their expression frequently may lack confidence or fear judgment. This doesn't mean they're not competent. It just means they need support in self-expression. Understanding this helps HR and hiring managers distinguish between true skill gaps and emotional suppression. Now, let's consider how facial profiling of eyebrows can support mental health. People dealing with depression, chronic stress, or emotional numbness often lose expressiveness in the upper face. The brows remain static, creating a flat affect. This change is subtle but measurable. Over time, as individuals recover or regain emotional vitality, their eyebrow mobility increases. Focus AI tracks this as part of emotional resilience metrics. This creates a new way of measuring progress in mental health, not just through words, but through the silent language of the face. Finally, eyebrow traits can be developed. While the physical structure is partly genetic, expression habits can be trained. Through emotional intelligence coaching, facial exercises, and behavioral feedback, individuals can learn to use their brows more consciously. Leaders can become more emotionally readable. Teams can build stronger nonverbal trust. Focus doesn't just observe, it helps guide this growth. It provides feedback that is visual, practical, and deeply personal. In conclusion, eyebrows are not just hair on your face. They are dynamic markers of how we think, feel, decide, and relate. In the hands of skilled professionals and AI systems like Focus, they become maps of the mind. They reveal a person's cognitive style, their emotional truth, and their potential for growth. By learning to read and respond to these signals, we build smarter leaders, more connected teams, and cultures that are emotionally aligned. The next time you look into someone's face, pay close attention to their brows. You might just see more than expression. You might see their mind in motion.